Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture room of Pharmaceutical Chemistry 2. Hope you are all good and doing good for your life. So today we are going to study a very important topic of Pharmaceutical Chemistry 2 as well as the topic of current interest, and we are using this product, the product of this topic day by day, and these products are very useful for us. So let's start and let's discover what are they and how they work in our daily life. So today we are going to discuss about the topic of antiseptic and disinfectants. So antiseptic and disinfectants, due to the current pandemic of coronavirus, is it's a we can say that it is the highest selling pharmaceutical products, highest selling pharmaceutical products in current context, as it can kill the microorganism. So microorganisms are very important for our life because there are microorganisms around us. We cannot imagine a life without microorganism. So there are different kind of microorganism, there are different type of microorganism. We have heard about gram positive bacteria, we have heard about gram negative bacteria, we have heard about virus, we have heard about algae, we have heard about uh, other microorganism, but they can be killed or their growth can be stopped by these antiseptic and disinfectants. So good microorganism as good for us, good for our daily life, good for our health. Then bad microorganisms are also there, which generally making our life difficult, and that is most difficult a day, and our life has become an online process. Okay, so if we define antiseptic, so these are the chemical substances that apply to the surface of living tissue to reduce the possibility of microbial infection or sepsis. By the name of microbial infection, it can reduce the microbial growth or it can kill the microbacterium microorganism. So that can be act by both ways. It can be static, which inhibit the growth of microorganism, and can be sidal, which generally kill the microorganism by various pathways. So generally this is the important part of antiseptic, that is highlighted in blue color, that they are used in living tissue or skin, generally over your wound healing. That can be used for generally washing of dirty area. They generally used for simple before anesthetizing or before minor surgical procedure. So this Dettol, Suthal or normal hand sanitizer, they are normally used day by day in current context. So they are comes under the category of antiseptic. There are other hands disinfectants. Disinfectants are mentioned here in red because they are the red alert for microorganism. They kill microorganism at a highest level because their concentrations are more. They are the chemical substances that apply to non-living areas. Non-living area for mean that floor, glasswares, or any surface like surface of your kitchen. It can be surface of your washroom, surface of your toilet. So there, disinfectants are used. Generally, these disinfectants are normally used in daily life basis and useful for day-to-day life. So if we can isolate or distinguish between the disinfectant and antiseptics, it's a very difficult one because some of them are disinfectants also, and they are at the same time antiseptic also. So at lower concentration, they are antiseptics, but at higher concentration, they are disinfectants. So there is very minute changes in the concentration, and we can draw a line between them, but it is due to the formulation, it is due to their properties, that some are disinfectants, some are antiseptics, and they sometimes, the some compound can be disinfectant as well as antiseptic. We, if we increase the dose level of antiseptic or concentration of antiseptic, they can be disinfectant, or some disinfectant can be reduced in concentration and they can be antiseptic. So what must be the desired properties of these antiseptics? As desired properties, first property must be cidal properties. Cidal means they can kill the bacteria. There are two properties I have told you, that bacteriostatic and bactericidal. So the chemical substance which generally inhibit or retard the growth of microorganism, that are static, and cidal which generally kill the microorganism by targeting protein or by targeting the cell wall. So first of desired properties among all antiseptic and disinfectant are, it should have a cidal property. Next property is non-staining. If something you are using and that falls a stain on your clothes, on your skin, or on your non-living surfaces, that is not desired property. So it must be non-staining product. Third is, it should have a wide spectrum of activity, means it should kill a large number of bacteria, devoid of whether they are gram positive, gram negative, they are thermostable, or they are thermolabile, or other any. They must be, next property is non-irritating. If you are applying some antiseptic in your skin, you should have a desired property that it should not irritate more your skin. It must be rapid acting. That means when you are applying the antiseptic in your skin, your antiseptic should work fast, and it should be non-sensitive, of course. It should not sensitize your skin, and it should be active in presence of other biological fluids. Sometimes like if there are tears, so that can be useful in presence of tears also. Next antiseptic property or disinfectant property is non-absorbable. It should not absorb through your skin or through your biological membrane, because if it absorbs through your skin, it could cause the cell damage, maybe in higher concentration cell death. So these are the desired properties. Next, if we come to the mechanism of action or mechanism of activity of these antibiotics, these disinfectants or these antiseptics, they damage the cellular structure of microorganism. They damage the living structure of microorganism by any of these three mechanisms. They may be that they increase the cell membrane permeability like the soap does. If it increase the cell membrane permeability of other fluids or the cell content, then here its cell content outburst and the cell dies. It can coagulate the protein. Generally, alcohol type of disinfectant or alcohol type of antiseptic works in this way, that they coagulate the bacterial protein or microbial protein, and through this coagulation process the bacterial protein as dies, so mRNA process and the enzymatic process of this microorganism also stops. As enzymatic process of this microorganism stops, then it is obviously that the microorganism would kill, because it runs their life. It is the biological need of their. And third point is oxidation of protoplasm. There are some oxidant. These are generally powerful oxidant, hydrogen peroxide and sodium hypochlorite. They act as oxidant for living tissues like us also. The hydrogen peroxide, that's how antioxidant acts. These, they prevent generally oxidation of this hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. So this H2O2 cause the oxidation of protoplasm, causing the cell death. In terms of general use, they can be used as surgical purpose, they can be used for wound healings or cuts. They are generally used or in daily basis used for surface disinfection in your household products. Sometimes chlorine product also used for water purification purpose. So in next class we'll study the each and every member belongs to each class of antiseptic, whether in disinfectant.